Okay. I feel like this is a vibe I've never really hit today. Background illuminated, me unilluminated? Whatever. Mexicans. Dude. So, okay, I'm going to be probably spending the first maybe 30 seconds to a minute of this video kind of humble bragging, but it's in context for what I'm about to talk about anyway. So since I speak like damn near fluent Spanish, I've been able to kind of get things I want. And I guess that's kind of all language is like being able to get things you want and express your ideas. I'm having a hard time expressing ideas, but I can for the most part get things I want. So for example, when I got my eye surgery, I stayed at my parents' house. And I was bored all fucking week. I plan on talking for a long time, I'm not gonna lie. I was bored all fucking week, and their you know, living complex is still getting built. It's a like 55 plus type deal. Takes a while to build all those houses because it's gonna be like fucking 400 homes. And during the week, since dude, I've said eye surgery first of all probably 1,000 times in the last 3 or 4 weeks, because this is apparently a lot bigger of a event in my life than I anticipated. Anyways, houses are still getting built. If you had to guess, yes, it was Latinos building the houses, which is pretty cool because get this, I got to go practice my fucking Spanish, bro. So I kind of went around because I couldn't do shit. I couldn't get my heart rate high, but I was allowed to like walk barely. And I had a Garmin on, and I was trying to keep my shit under 150. You know what I mean? Just playing it cool, kind of just skating around, and use it a lot of that time to think as well. I don't ever think I talked about this. And during that time, I kind of thought about how much I enjoyed like doing what I do right now. Like, this is so fucking cool. And I also thought this is like the perfect opportunity to practice my fucking Spanish. So, get this. Cheat code. Probably longer than a minute. Sorry, I lied. Anyways, cheat code. I got to go tour the houses that were being built. I just asked the guys if I could like walk around. So fucking cool. I was like, whoa. This is pretty sick. You know what I mean? That was awesome, dude. It was so fucking cool. I asked one dude, I was like, what'd I say? Totally bragging. I know. But this is really, really cool to me. I promise it is. I think this was one of the first times I kind of like got something I want when I was out of my comfort zone. I think. And this wasn't that long ago. 4 weeks maybe. And I went up to a dude. Well, not the story I'm about to tell you getting something I want. This is just a story. But I went up to a dude, and he was like sanding something. And I asked him in Spanish, what did I fucking say? I was like, discúlpeme, excuse me, fucking, ustedes están trabajando en la casa acá. That means like, are you guys working in the house here? Pretty sure that's right. And, well, first I asked him, I was like, ¿hablas español? And he was like, fuck, what'd he say? He said, no lo sabe inglés, or some shit like that. He said something along the lines of like, I don't know English. And I was like, okay, cool. And I asked him a question, and I got something out of it. And he was like, no, we're not working on that house. You can totally go over there. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Appreciate it. Went toured the house. Sick as fuck. So fucking cool. Actually, I haven't told anybody that. That was really sick. And then just damn today, dude, I was at the gym. Well, yesterday. But I was at the fucking gym. Well, this was today. Because it's 4:20 in the morning, but I've been awake for like the period of 2 days, you know what I'm saying? So earlier in the last 16 hours. Anyways, went to Planet Fitness, met some dude named Eddie. Turns out he's some guy from Mexico, moved over here 2 years ago, fucking lives around the corner, al semáforo, a la izquierda, fucking in some neighborhood. And dude, I asked him, you know, what do you do for work and shit? How old are you? Yabba dibba dibba. He's 20, fucking works in construction. Asked him how he likes the job. Don't really know what the fuck he said. And I asked him how he likes the country, and he was like, I got a little bit mixed up. Honestly, well, this is me talking, like, not to him right now. I'm talking to you. But I got a little bit mixed up in what he was saying because he was talking about, like, fucking crime, and I don't know the words for a lot of the shit he was saying at the time. And, but I got through it, because I was like, okay, más lenta por favor, más despacito porfa, and he was all like, yeah, seguro, and I was like, secure, and he was like, yeah, and I was like, fuck yeah, like, and then boom, kept going, understood, and all 100% of this was in Spanish because this motherfucker spoke no English, and dude, I know about him, like, I made a bro, and we were like, I had a genuine laugh with this dude in another language, fucking cool, fuck, that was awesome, like, fuck yeah, that's exactly what I've wanted. And I feel good when they go, you know, how are you learning your Spanish, or how did you learn your Spanish? They used to ask kind of, I say they, like, that sounds crazy, but I don't know. I've been asked in the past, you know what I'm saying? How are you learning your Spanish? And now I'm getting asked, how have you learned your Spanish? And one other guy said I was fluent the other day. Dude, like, it's getting good. It's getting real good. Cheat code, bro. What else did I get? Haircuts. Honduran barber. Shout out Edward. I think I said his name right. Edward. Pretty sure. Dope ass dude. Like, I speak with him almost exclusively in Spanish. And one thing it's taught me is, like, there's fucking people. And damn, that sounds insane. Fuck. That sounds fucking crazy. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, people that I can't talk to are just people like me, is what I mean. Not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, before I had no idea about, like, you know, foreigners at all, because I couldn't talk. I couldn't be like, yo, like, how'd you get over here type shit, because that's interesting to me. But it's just like, I just thought, you know, foreigners are foreign, and I fucking could never talk to them, and yada yada yada. And it's like, man, he told me, he goes, yeah, my family's here, and shit. Excuse me. And I met some other guy at my job. And get this shit. Forgot his name, I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember a lot of people's names. I meet a lot of people. And anyways, he's like from Jordan. And he just comes in, chills, does his thing. And dude, get this. Get this shit. Get this shit. Like, this is just a guy. And I've known him for, like, man, known him. I see him all the time for like 2-3 months. Had no idea. Get this. So first of all, he looks damn near my age. Owns like a car dealership. And he moved over here to do exactly what he did, make money, so he could give money back to his family in Jordan. Problem is, he can't go back because of his papers, blah, 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 some situation. He, like, can't go back. So he hasn't seen his mother in, like, fucking 3 years. And the only way he can go back in a reasonable amount of time is to, like, just marry a bitch. And so he's just going around literally, like, trying to marry a woman. And having English as a second language, that is very difficult to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine that situation, you know? And he goes, yeah, I'm kind of here hanging out, but dude, I'm like, I need to get fucking married so I can see my mom. You know what I mean? Like, and I was sitting there listening to this shit. I'm like, fucking Jesus Christ. Like, people are just going through shit. And his English is all right. It's good enough. It's real good, to be honest. I think he speaks Arabic and English, and that's it. And his English is really, really good. But it's definitely a second language. Just like my Spanish is pretty good, but it's definitely my second language. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anyway, it's just crazy that there's so many people that are going through. So many people that are going through things like that, and I have no idea. That's why I enjoy, like, kind of talking to people and shit, because it's just like, whoa. It really makes you appreciate shit. Because, dude, isn't that just a situation? That's just a situation, you know? Just a fucking fuck. Damn. Imagine that's you. So I kind of half-jokingly ask him when I see him, you know, any luck? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, I just enjoy talking to them. It's so interesting. Because they're just from another country. Like, other people that I usually see, odds are they're born here. But if they just don't speak the fucking language, probably not from here. So I just like to know. I'll ask about, like, how's Mexico? What's it like in Argentina? I met some girl the other day. She said vos, which means, like, you, or es el mismo de tú. Like, it's the same as tú, which means you. or que meñor, it depends on the context. Anyways, fucking, and I learned that word, vos, de Argentina, whatever. People from Argentina say that. I know that now. You know what I'm saying? Met some Venezuelan dude. Found out how they talk. It's like very sharp, very difficult to understand. Dominicans, they like cut the edges off their words. Puerto Ricans just skip letters entirely. And Hondurans and Colombians, I think, speak the clearest. And yeah, yeah, pretty much. Mexicans speak like pretty damn clear. I feel like Mexicans like the oldest Spanish. I definitely like Mexican singers the most. Shit, maybe this entire video is just me bragging. But I mean, this happened. So this shit like definitely happened. Super super cool, man. I don't really plan on pursuing another language because I did hear that it's possible to get like culture mix up and shit in your mind, because like to learn a language the best, at least this is what I've heard, is you're supposed to like immerse completely in a culture, and that's kind of what I've been doing. It's been helping a lot. I really don't think I've talked about this much. Like I've talked about and like made videos in Spanish, but I haven't like talked about how I've learned and shit in the journey. It's tough, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, yeah, I just love talking to people, primarily in Spanish. I literally don't enjoy talking to people in English, like random guys. I don't want to do that unless they talk to me, but I don't want to go out of my way. Sometimes in Spanish, with like Latinos, I'll just swap languages and see if they stick. If they go back to English, I'll be like, fuck, I need to work on something. But anyways, yeah. So all that to say, I get that, you know, they're people just like us. But I will say, like, the border thing, I can see both sides. So Eddie was telling me all of this in Spanish. Pretty sick. That, like, the laws over here really fuck over foreigners, but the crime in Mexico fucks over the citizens. So it's like, you gotta pick your poison. This is dead. And, you know, that can be difficult to do, right? Don't you think? If you're him, if you're Eddie, if you're Eddie's family, it's a hard decision. Come over here, get shit on in America, or get robbed. Like, whatever. Thanks for watching.